They know me, I'm a public figure.
God bless America, and everybody would approve paperwork. You know what I'm saying?
You're one of us.
The last name was Rivera, so I was checking.
Yeah, no, my family's straight from Puerto Rico, but that's part of us.
That's America.
Yeah,
that's America.
Part of us, yeah.
And I hear you had a performance last night, man. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So I was a part of a showcase last night called Stage 216. They had asked me to be a part of it, so I opened the show. It was at Rivera downtown on East 9.
Yeah.
And I was blown away by the turnout because it was Brown Sunday, first of all. So around 8, 9 o'clock, everybody's so drunk and ready to, end their Sunday activities that it starts to die down downtown real quick. So like I got down there probably for check-in around 11. It was dead. And about 11:45 when the show was literally scheduled to start, they just started piling in. So it was like, I felt real grateful for the turnout. So it was a great time, man. Yeah.
That's dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So how'd you get into the music, man? What made you start I can do this?
Well, it's been so long, man. Like it was like one of those things that I started as a kid, and all of the influences in my life just always told me to stay at it. You know what I mean? It was just like one of those things that I stayed at, and I feel like I was growing up in a generation where everything was changing. So like social media was starting to become a thing. The internet in general was gaining in popularity. Because when I first started writing music and I was like 12 years old, I was using like a Walkman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was writing in notebooks.
So
it was like,
yeah.
Like right. That was like, my childhood times. But like I was going through high school when Instagram came out and YouTube was huge, and then it was like went from the iTunes to Apple Music switch, and everything turned into streaming. Like it just seemed like my reality seemed more like a reality, because now we live in a day and age where you don't need like a major label or any sort of like,
you can discover yourself,
right? Because you're distributed worldwide. Like I'm international as far as anyone in the world can download my music right now. Anyone in the world can see my videos right now. Like you don't need a label to distribute it anymore. And yeah, you could still do physical copies for those real music fans. Like I have, album collections that I'll still get the physical copies with all the, the works in it. But for the most part, this generation, they're not buying actual physical copies anymore. It's just everything they're playing it on their phones.
The albums are almost like how nerds collect action figures and stuff. Like they're just show pieces. It's just collector's items.
Yeah.
I collect records.
That's because you old, Kenya.
When I first started doing shows, it was like when I was actually burning CDs and passing out CDs at shows. And so I learned I actually had a guerrilla market. And when I actually do shows here, like I'll do like a couple thousand promo cards, actual flyers that I'm going up and hanging around. Like I'm going to parking lots, parking garages, and hitting.
This is physically you.
This is physically me, like with a backpack and my promo, and just going around. And then I'll walk inside bars and places that I maybe know people that work or know the owner or whatever, and say, hey, can I hang up? Can you help, show a little love for like the next week or so until my show? Can I just put this in your window? You know what I mean? And a lot of places will say no, but the ones that do, I mean, it's effective. Like people, especially if you have like good artwork, I'm real specific with artwork that I use. I have, a great graphic designer, shout out to Jay Wallace, who did my artwork for my album, but he also does artwork that I've used for merchandising and flyers. And so like there's like a whole like element of guerrilla face-to-face marketing that I do, but I'm also aware of how powerful of a tool the internet and social media is. Like I'm not the type of person that's on social media a lot. I don't like post selfies or, my actual Instagram page is all videos of me like performing live.
Business.
Yeah. I don't have any photos of me on my Instagram. Like I have like the those highlights you can save from your story. Like I post on my story a lot.
And it's one thing. It's one thing even if you were that person that posts selfies or you post when you go out or whatever. Oh, I'm on it. But it's cool if you are. You just have a separate page for your business.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's cool.
So I feel like I'm grateful to have been born in the time that I was, because I feel like I grew up learning how to utilize the tools, and then also at the same time I came up in the era where I learned how to do the actual face-to-face guerrilla marketing. Yes, so the single that we are pushing right now is called Listo, translates to ready. I felt like it was the single we wanted to push on the EP that I put out this year called Primero. And I wanted to push this single because it had a full Latin hook, and I really wanted the first like piece of music we put out to showcase, you know, where I come from right off the rip, and do something a little different, because I know that the reggae wave that's been going on the past couple years, and there's certain Spanish music that came out on that same wave where it's kind of like that dance island sound.
Yeah, thanks, Pitbull.
Yeah, really. And I wanted to do something that we're making music that still sounds like the music that people are accustomed to listen to, but put the language in there to incorporate the culture and just kind of do it in like a different way.
That's cool.
You know? So yeah.
Because I was gonna ask you, like, what are you doing to make rap great again? Because y'all's generation don't have no Tupac. You don't have no Wu-Tang.
Well,
it's not there.
No, it's not.
Non-existent.
I don't put myself in the category of a rapper. You know, I put myself in the category of a songwriter and entertainer, because my music catalog is way broader than just rap.
I like that.
I just, you know, I've always been influenced by hip hop culture because my father grew up he was born in Puerto Rico, but he grew up in the Bronx. And the 80s when hip hop started.
That's Carlito.
Yeah. So like I grew up when I was born in the Bronx. So I grew up listening to a lot of, you know, hip hop, like old school hip hop, and then just I always admired the art. So like I always incorporated it in my writing, and I always had records that have rap on them. So a lot of people first take, especially in Cleveland, because there's so much of people who are trying to be rappers here. When people first come across me and find out that I make music, they right off the rip, like, oh yeah, he's a rapper.
Right.
You know, and it's like, I mean, sometimes it's easier to just let people talk.
It's the outfit.
You know, is it the outfit?
Yeah, you're dressed like the rhythm. Yeah, you definitely have like a old school New York sort of hip hop.
Oh, I like that. I like
That's
that.
good though.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. I love the culture, but yeah, my music is a lot wider than just a rapper. But this song, yeah, you could definitely put probably in the. Well, it's definitely more commercial to me. I feel like the song Lisa that we're.
Shit, this is America, bro. Commercial is good. So we got the latest from Eric Rivera, and we'll be right back after the break.
Stupid, I always say less than I know. Less than I know. My story is solid, it's set it in stone. Look what your baby just sent to my phone. I need it, I'm here, so let's get it and go. What's a boss? Dripping too much sauce, spilling out, no cap, talking nice, tryna be my wife. I know she ain't that. This a slap. They be playing games. Bullets got no names, coming at you fast. Tell my fam I love 'em, and today could be our last. In essence, ego is